And today I'm very happy to have Florian as my guest here. And Florian, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's say hello to our audience first. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, we know you have been in China for 9 years, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when did you first come to China? What kind of impression China gave you?
Of course, like China is like, it has a very huge impression. Like the first time I arrived in 2011, you land in China and you're already impressed because the airports, they are so big. Like in Europe, the airports, they are much smaller, and in China, like you arrive and then you walk for 20 minutes just to find the exit.
So it's a big place.
Yes. In China, I feel like all the cities, they're big. Like in Europe, the metropolis, like they maybe have a few 100,000, maybe sometimes a few million. And in China, each village has this size.
Yeah, always you're doing this ice and snow industry for the past 9 years, or you change your... Did you change over?
Yes, I changed. But like in the very beginning, I came in China as a student. So I studied here in Beijing. I did an exchange year here in Beijing, and then I did my master's in Shanghai.
Okay.
And after that, I slowly started to work in China, and now I'm here in China since 9 years, as you said.
So your first job is about which area?
I worked at the startup hub in Shanghai.
Okay. For how many years?
Not so long. It was maybe 1 year.
1 year.
That I worked
and then
there.
You changed it to...
Yes, I changed to another company in Shanghai where I worked in the pharmaceutical industry. And then I changed to Beijing to my current job where I manage the Chinese operation for TechnoAlpin here.
Okay, so when did you start this ice and snow industry?
2017.
Okay, so I want to ask you, how do you feel about the changes, I mean the positive changes for the past maybe almost 4 years in the ice and the snow industry? How do you feel in China?
So basically, when I started this job, China was already announced to hold the 2022 Olympics. So the momentum was already very big. Like there was already a lot of excitement. Everybody knew that there were a lot of huge tenders, a lot of huge projects coming. And since then, it was just growth. Because like in China, there's many new projects each year. Like if you compare it to Europe, like all the huge ski resorts, they started to build in the 60s, in the 70s. Like if you look at France, Switzerland, like the whole Alpine area, they built over 40 years. And in China, they build it very fast, and they build a lot of them very quickly. So like, of course, it's very exciting for us.
Yeah, so did your company participate in the 2022 Winter Olympic?
Yes, of course. So we do all of the snow venues. We won all the tenders for the snow venues and the majority of the ice resurfacing machinery. So we are actually involved in all of the snow projects and in the speed skating ring and the capital gymnasium for the ice venues.
So how do you say about the development in the future?
Of course, it's very good because it's not just that there's a huge amount of projects. It's also like the whole back industry is very well coordinated, which allows like to bring a lot of people to the ice and snow. And I think the policies and the efforts, also not just like from the companies but also from the government, they attracted a lot of people to the ice and snow, which then allow companies like which build such projects to earn money and invest more, which is then a circle that the economy, like this ecosystem of the ice and snow industry, can actually work.
So do you know this year is the 14th five-year plan? It's the first year, right?
Yes.
So what's your expectations for this plan?
Like compared to the previous 5-year plan, I think the economic growth will, because I think in the previous 5-year plan they set the target for 6.5% GDP growth per year.
Yes.
I think they will slow it down a little bit just because of the slowdown of the whole global economy due to the current situation. And they will put a lot of effort on living standards, environment, green economy, cooperation, and of course like technological innovation. I think these will be like the key focus points for the next 5-year plan.
If you have noticed about the report, the government report this year during the 2 sessions, it is talking about the GDP. So how do you see about that? Do you have any confidence or something like that?
For sure, it's boosting the confidence a lot. Like I think this year, most of the global economies, they will not grow, they will stagnate if they are lucky. To get like a growth, just as China did, is actually quite phenomenal. And of course, like this brings a lot of confidence because it shows that the Chinese market is highly stable.
Okay, so at last, I want to see some of your hope, your wishes for the next 5 years.
Of course, like I hope that because the bilateral relations between Italy and China, they're already like at a very, very good stage. I think the short-term goal for our company, of course, is the successful holding of the Olympic Games. They're very exciting, very cool projects, and we want to do our best job. So this is the short-term goal, like for the next year. And for the future, I think the main goal is just that the momentum in the ice and snow industry can keep on growing. But I'm confident that it will happen. I think with the current market environment and with the current government policies, I think we have the right ingredients for a strong growth over the next 5 years.
Okay, thank you so much, Florian, and also thank you, audience. 谢谢你们，
谢谢你们，
拜拜。